Apparently, I've been up to nothing, like nothing.
The show has some degree of drama and intensity, and for most of the season,
Pot of beans.
why wouldn't they tell us all forms of funny stories like snakes swallowed money and rats became an army of giants and invaded Astoria?
Anyway, enough said. I want to hear your own experience.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the Pot of Beans podcast. My name is Afro Wendy, and I'm excited to have you here today. Welcome to a new dispensation. Okay, so obviously a lot of water has passed under the bridge, and this is the right time to talk about it. Why have I not been on this podcast? This is me humbly coming to you to explain my ordeals. How have you been? Welcome to the Pot of Beans podcast. It is a new dispensation, like I said. You guys, how are you doing? Have you been awesome? I know I have been AWOL. I didn't say what happened, where I was going to. I just released the last episode and vanished. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but I need to tell you that it is a new dispensation. Things have changed. Things are no more the same. Tears are not the same. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. By the way, if you still remember that song, I hope you are settled. How have you been? Like I said, it's a new dispensation. This is because I chapa. Don't tell anybody. I beg. Don't tell anybody. But I think it's so weird for me to just say Jakba. Hey, Jakba, Jakba. But as we all know, it's like the normal thing in Nigeria now. Like it's the trendy thing in Nigeria now to just Jakba. And almost every Twitter post will tell you in all your gettings, gets out. You know. Anyways, okay, so exciting. At least now I can do the king of boys pose and be like, cheers to a new dispensation. Yes, man, this is so exciting for me. It is, and because of that, I have not been available, and every time I say I would record a new podcast, something just keeps happening. And guys, it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing here. It's like you're busy 247. If you're not busy thinking about what you will be doing, you're busy doing the things that you ought to be doing. So it's just a lot that has been going on. So time is a constraint for me for this podcast. But I will find time, and I'll be doing this podcast. This podcast is here to stay. It's the Pot of Beans podcast, guys. We talk about life experiences. We share ideas and opinions about the best ways to live our lives. Yes, that's what we do here. We are all about grooving, jiving, and, just having fun overall. Okay, so, what has it been, basically? I think it's been awesome. For the most part, it's been good, but it has been stressful. And I'll not even lie to you, I've not been put under this kind of stress before, because the system is a bit different. It's rigorous somehow. You're expected to read large volumes of things, books and everything. So I think that somehow because the educational system is a bit different, and what they give us to read back in Nigeria is not that much. Because here you're expected to even read 4 textbooks just for a course. I'm like, do you want to kill me? Do you understand the kind of pressure that I am under? It's hard to adapt. I think they are used to here, but it's hard to adapt because where you're coming from is quite different. Things are done differently. So before you kind of adapt to reading 4 textbooks, and might I add, the textbooks are boring. It's not like a novel where you can go all on and on and on. They are like kind of boring. You are yawning, you're sleepy as you're reading, but you have to read. Because you have to, write a paper, you have to, write an exam and everything. But it's been good. One thing that struck me here, though, it's how kind people are, or tend to be, or, appear to be. People are like, so mushy and, how are you? some, not all, but I think a lot of people here are kind of kind. They try to at least look out in a very caring manner. Yeah, that's something, because people give out stuff, and you have a lot of pantries and all that are willing to give international students things, and it's exciting. It's awesome. It's kind of something you don't find often back home or in Nigeria, so that's a good thing here. However, there's a lot of emotions going on. One thing, aside the kindness, it's also the sheer emotional display. Somebody might just be talking about their cat and they are like crying. Hello, it's not like the cat died or anything. It's just like, oh, the cat nearly died and it makes me so emotional. Or they're talking about their dog and they're like, oh, stop hating on my dog. It's kind of, I don't know what to call it. Would I say it's a new thing to me, so I am like, okay, what do I do? Because we don't display this kind of emotions because of animals back home. So that is something. Everything has been fine for the most part. Well, I think that's about that. Nothing has really stuck out to me. I have to talk about this one. Money. When you live in a capitalist system, you would understand that even rent, you cannot owe 1 day of rent. Like, they'll add money on top of the money that you are owing. They might not even stress you, but they'll be adding it. So for even 1 day, I think there was a day we nearly didn't pay our rent on the 1st of the month. So usually we pay rent on the 1st of the month, and we didn't pay rent in the night of that day. When we remembered that it was the 1st and we've not paid rent, we went out in the middle of the night, because if we wait till the next day, it's going to be an additional fee for us. It's crazy. A shocker for me was paying good money to wash my clothes. It shocked me. It shocked me. It was, I'm not talking about like you going to the dry cleaner. No, you're doing your laundry yourself. To use the washing machine, you pay. I'm not like, okay. But if you have your own washing machine, you'll be all right. A lot of us, we don't have washing machine in Nigeria, so we just use our hands. So it's a bit different here. Okay, so far I've heard about a lot of, in fact, if I'm scrolling to social media, the only thing you'll be seeing is how there has been a series of events right from September down to, I think, October. It's been from one scandal or from one trending issue to another. Or more. I think the month of September there has been scandals with different celebrities, Bobrisky, Tiwa Savage, Nedu, Iyakba. So I actually miss home, and I think a way for me to keep in touch is through social media, and I think going through social media is a way for me to not kind of miss home too much. So I tend to just keep up, and I listen to, I think now my taste of music has even changed. Nigerian music back to back, it just kind of bring me this kind of home feeling. It's not easy. Food here, that one is another different issue, because the first time I came, and I think for the first 2 days or so, I ate from like the canteen, or what do they call it here? I ate the food gone. And I'll be honest with you, I felt as if I was ill. I felt as if I was not feeling well. My taste buds, they were like, I wanted to taste, how our how food is, and you just want to taste something, but you are eating, but what you are eating is not. I don't know how I'm going to explain it. It was a lot. It is just like tasteless. Like there was no spice. It was bland. I felt as if I was, if you are recovering from an illness, like an invalid, convalescent or something, you lose your sense of taste. That was how I felt. I felt like I was a convalescent, honestly. And I didn't tell you people, when I came here, I slept at the airport. I think that's a story for another day, but like I've had series of experiences and I'm going to share them by the by. Maybe I'll just dedicate one episode to just talk about it, but this episode is basically for catching up and telling you what's up, how far it's been, what it's been like, and to tell you why I have not been on this podcast, but we are back full time. We are talking about life experiences, we are going to talk about fun things, and we'll have guests as usual. So stick with me, don't go nowhere. Just make sure you share with your friends, tell them about this podcast. At least let us blow, because there's a lot to do. Please guys, just share with your friends. If you actually do like this podcast, share. Thank you so much. I am recording this in the dead of the night. This is 2:04 and I am awake trying to record this podcast because I have missed you guys so much. So please support me so that I can stay up late more, or I can be motivated to stay up late. Thank you and thank you and thank you so much. Okay, see you guys next time with another thrilling episode. This is just, like I said, catching up. So if you're listening to this episode and you feel like, what is this person even saying? No verse. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. It's going to get spicy. It's going to get hot, and it's going to get delicious, just like a pot of beans. Okay, thank you and see you guys next time. Bye bye.